What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is 5 guilty teenage convicts reacting to live sentences. It is late, isn't it?
It is late. It's not actually too late, but we've been recording for a long time.
This is at the end, pretty much at the end of our recording session, so you guys have videos for the whole week. Hopefully you've enjoyed them. I don't actually know when this is going out, but if you have enjoyed them, you have. Would appreciate if you check out Patreon. Would appreciate if you subscribe, because you never know, we might be closer to 160,000 subs by the time you guys are seeing this. We may be nowhere near, but we've had fun, haven't we?
We have.
Smash the I button, guys. Smash the subscribe button. Let's check out 5 guilty teenage convicts reacting to life sentences. I can't imagine having a life sentence.
Yeah. I wouldn't like to think I'd do anything to put myself in that situation.
Definitely. But if you were imagine if you were framed and you were in that situation, how awful that must be.
Well, and also imagine if you didn't do it and you're innocent.
Oh yeah, that'd be even worse if you're innocent. It would be.
Okay, yeah, let's move on.
Anyway, hopefully none of you legends and none of us face life sentences. We're definitely not going to do anything wrong. And we're hopefully not going to get framed. Alright, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's check it out. Let's see how they react. I'm assuming quite sad.
This is Shondell Jackson.
I mean...
I get that it's not his family's fault.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not the victim's fault.
Definitely.
Why would you even go down that road?
Like, I can understand what, I can understand why
they
the
can
family's
still
upset.
visit him in prison.
Yeah.
The other family can't.
Exactly. It's a very good point. I can understand why the family's upset. I can understand the crying and all that, because at the end of the day, although we've done something absolutely awful, he is a family member. You're close to him. You love him.
Yeah, but you don't take it out on the person that's just died's family.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it was his actions.
Yeah,
they didn't do anything. They didn't want it. It didn't provoke him or anything.
He even said they were just looking for victims.
Exactly. So. Like, oh, that's all. That must be hard for the victim's family as well. Like,
Is Jennifer Mee in the Pinellas County Justice Center. At 19 years old, she was arrested on charges of first-degree murder. But this wasn't the first time Mee grabbed the public's attention. When she was 15 years old, she gained international fame when she developed a case of uncontrollable hiccups. She was initially known as the Hiccup Girl, but that all ended when her hiccups were cured and the media had no more interest in her until she was arrested. Mee was accused of setting up a robbery with victims she had met online. She had reportedly recruited Lamont Newton, her boyfriend at the time, and another friend, LaRon Rayford, to help rob victims. Mee met up with a 22-year-old man she encountered online. She lured the man to a vacant home, and her two friends robbed and shot the man, which killed him.
I think we've seen this one.
I feel like I've remembered it.
I don't think we've seen it on a reaction. I think it was like a Netflix thing.
Yeah, I remember the hiccup story.
The hiccup story, because as soon as you recognised it, I was like, because I remember thinking last time, I can't believe getting famous because you can't stop hiccuping.
Yeah, imagine.
And I'm pretty, again, it's going to tell us, but I'm pretty sure she gets life even though she didn't do it because she set it all up, pretty much.
She had intentions.
Yeah, so I don't think I've seen the actual life sentencing, but I think they had a chat with her in prison on the Netflix thing or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it was Girls Incarcerated or something like that.
It was Piers Morgan.
Was it Piers Morgan,
Meeting with murderers or something like that.
Maybe.
And she sat there and said all about the hiccuping and that she felt that she shouldn't have got life because she didn't actually do it. And they were going into the whole thing, well, you did.
Yeah,
so, yeah,
there you go. I did recognise it.
It was a Piers Morgan thing.
I knew we'd definitely seen it.
They got $50 for the robbery and murder. Mee, Rayford, and Newton all lived together and were arrested within hours of the crime. When Mee had first gone arrested, she was in jail and she had a phone call with her mother where she admitted to her involvement, and the conversation ended up being recorded.
This call may be recorded or monitored. I have a free call from
Jennifer Mee,
an inmate at Pinellas County Jail.
I got charged for murder in the first degree.
Charged for murder in the first degree?
Yes, sir.
What who did you kill?
I didn't do nothing. I was just there at the wrong time, at the wrong place.
Hello?
Hi, Mama.
Hello, Jennifer. What's going on?
I'm in jail
Why are you in jail?
from murder in the first degree.
Who'd you kill?
I ain't killed nobody. Because I set everything up. It all went wrong, Mama.
The jury returned a guilty verdict, and Mee was found guilty of first-degree murder.
We, the jury, found the defendant is guilty of murder in the first degree as charged.
And now the judge will hand down the sentence.
Why don't you go to the podium, please? The jury having found you guilty of murder in the first degree, Miss Mee, I will adjudicate you guilty and sentence you to life in prison without parole. I'm ordering the 550 standard price in court costs. You have 30 days to appeal. Yeah, okay?
Her co-defendants Rayford and Newton were also convicted of first-degree felony murder and were sentenced to life in prison.
Yeah, they deserved it as well.
This
kill
is
anyone.
Dylan Shoemaker.
Do
In
be a
a
nice
Buffalo,
person.
New York courthouse, he's at his sentencing after being convicted of second-degree murder. At age 16, Shoemaker was babysitting his girlfriend's child when she went to work that evening. He was inside a Springville home that he shared with his parents. Later that evening, Shoemaker beat the 23-month-old child, and a result of his injuries, that young child died.
Why would you do
Dylan
that?
Shoemaker would later be arrested and charged with the murder of the toddler along with child abuse charges.
Mind your own business.
Shoemaker was reportedly trying to get the child to stop crying, and he never wanted to hurt the child or for him to die. But the jurors didn't buy it, and Shoemaker was convicted of second-degree murder. Now, watch closely as Shoemaker enters the courtroom. Before he could even get set up behind the defense table, he starts crying and telling everyone how sorry he is.
I didn't mean to kill Austin. Ashley, I really didn't. I really think I did that. I didn't
Why
mean
would
to hurt
you
him.
don't touch children.
Like, yeah, he may not have actually meant to kill.
But the thing is,
why harm?
Yeah, why? But why do you need to beat him up?
I know.
To the point, like
Is
you're
it-
beating him up to the point that he died. Like
Exactly.
you must be hitting him.
And obviously, I'm obviously funny, right?
Children can't help if they cry.
If you-
Especially a 2-year-old, they like 23-month-old. They are not properly talking.
Don't hear me out, right? I don't mean to laugh, but if you hit a kid, you expect him to cry more, surely, because it hurts.
Well, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to
Especially a
stop
child
crying.
that can't verbalise what is a problem.
Definitely, yeah, especially one which just can't process it. So that surely we're going to cry more. So I know that's not funny, but the logic in my head just
It's
doesn't.
Just stupid.
Yeah, just don't hurt. Just why?
When Shoemaker was awaiting his trial, he had a phone call with his mother, and the conversation ended up being recorded. Now, listen to the judge on what Shoemaker said to his mother.
In a phone
He
call
dobbed
to your
himself in.
mother from the holding center, you stated, and I got a quote from the court reporter, I am a 16-year-old blonde. Probably all I have to do is cry in front of the jury, and they're going to feel sorry for me.
I can't take back what was done. I wish I could. I would give my life for Austin.
Shoemaker was
can't.
later sentenced to the maximum punishment.
It didn't help himself, did it?
Indeterminate term of imprisonment, which will have a maximum of life. The court hereby imposes a minimum sentence of 25 years.
But that sentence was later modified to 18 years to life. This is Brandon Spencer in Los Angeles County Superior Court. He was charged with 4 counts of attempted murder.
I'm sorry for what happened to your uncle, but I need you life in prison.
On a Halloween night,
do the
19-year-old
crime.
Spencer
Kill 4
attended
people.
a crowded party on the University of Southern California campus in Los Angeles. Suddenly, gunshots went off, and it was mayhem. Everyone scattered. Some ran in fear, and others hid. Reportedly, Spencer also ran, but he was stopped in a parking lot half a mile away, where he got picked up by the LAPD for questioning. A couple days later, he was charged with 4 counts of attempted murder. 4 people were injured, but fortunately, no one died.
That's good.
That if you are so intent on killing someone that you're willing to shoot them and at the same time open fire into a crowd.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
Prosecutors argued during the trial the shooting was a result of a feud between Spencer and a rival gang member, and that he was a documented, well-known gang member himself.
I'm not a bad person, but I made mistakes. But I'm not just some gangbanger that you tried to portray me as.
Spencer maintained his innocence throughout the trial, but the jury didn't agree. Nearly 50 family members and friends packed the courtroom. As the judge read the sentence, sheriff deputies had to restrain Spencer as he banged his head on the defense table.
It's because he's realising how serious it is.
Reportedly, Brandon was sentenced to 40 years to life for 4 counts of attempted murder. This is Martice Fuller in Kenosha.
No, I'm just annoyed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you made a noise like
No,
you
I'm
were
just annoyed.
just annoyed, but yeah,
I'm just annoyed.
it makes sense.
The crying,
County,
just,
Wisconsin.
just shut up crying.
On trial, he's accused of killing his ex-girlfriend and attempting to kill her mother. Reportedly, 15-year-old Martice Fuller broke into his ex-girlfriend's house armed with a handgun. When his ex-girlfriend was listening to music in her bedroom, she was shot and killed. After hearing gunshots, the mother emerged from her bedroom and came face to face with the shooter, and she was shot twice. the mother would survive the shooting and identify Martice Fuller to the police. Fuller pleaded not guilty, but the jurors disagreed.
We, the jury, find the defendant guilty of first-degree intentional homicide.
After the jury found Fuller guilty on 3 counts, he showed what appeared to be emotion for the first time on trial. During Fuller's sentencing, he continued to maintain that he is innocent, and moments before he is sent to prison for the rest of his life, he put together a statement for the courtroom.
Judge, Mr. Fuller's prepared a statement that he asked that I read on his behalf.
Okay.
Martice writes, I wanted to write this giving my sincerest apologies to this family I once shared time and love with. Truthfully, I am sorry about the pain you've all suffered through, but more importantly, the loss of my ex-girlfriend Kaylee that I loved too. But I have to continue to stand innocent because I am. And I hope you all can eventually see in your hearts that I am not the person the media has made me out to be.
Now, the judge will deliver the sentence.
I don't have any ability to trust that you will never commit these acts again. So in the interest of protecting the public, acknowledging the seriousness of these acts, the court orders that on count 1, you are sentenced to life in prison without eligibility for extended supervision.
As Fuller is being sentenced to spend the rest of his life behind bars, it appears he's completely unfazed.
Mad, innit? Mad. It is mad.
This...
We'll go on to the next one, but
It just makes me laugh at their cry. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
I was going to say, yeah.
Like, you weren't crying when you were killing people.
Yeah, no, it's a very good point. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. It's fair. And just don't do the crime anyway, especially that. It's awful, isn't it?
It's like the guy saying he can't spend his life in prison. You've just tried to kill 4 people. You've just shot at a crowd of people. What did you...
Yeah, what did you expect?
Did you expect them to not...
It's mad, isn't it?
What?
Smash that button if you enjoy, guys. Smash that subscribe button as well. A bit of a tough one, that. And what should we do?
Have a great day.
And we'll see you legends in the next one. Peace.